mean, something did go wrong, but he just didn't want to reveal that to anybody. We looked each other in the face. We had a conversation about it. And I'm one of the few people that can look him in the face and cuss his ass out if it comes to that. And he'll stand right there and listen to me.
That is it, confirming that they are conducting what they're deeming law enforcement action, which could indicate search warrants being conducted there, could indicate arrests being conducted. We just don't know at this hour specifically what that law enforcement action is.
Ladies and gentlemen, chaos broke out. And I'm not talking about legit, bona fide boxing, pure boxing chaos. I'm talking about the kind of stuff that's just embarrassing. Look at this here.
Stephen A. Smith didn't hold back when he went live to address explosive reports involving Floyd Mayweather Jr. According to circulating claims, the boxing icon's assets were frozen amid a $40 million fraud investigation. Known for his blunt delivery, Smith launched into a sharp critique that quickly spread across both sports and financial circles. He questioned Mayweather's extravagant lifestyle, risky ventures, and what he described as years of unchecked spending.
Mayweather has made a lot of money in his career. It appears he also owes a lot of money, too. The boxer apparently owes $22.2 million in taxes from 2015. According to ESPN, the tax balance was unpaid as recently as March 6th of this.
As more details continue to surface, Smith's reaction mirrors the disbelief shared by fans and analysts. The situation is being viewed by many as another chapter in the turbulent public narrative surrounding one of boxing's most polarizing figures.
You know, kind of sold that. It was great marketing. He's not a boxer, but hey, he was a knockout artist in the UFC. I get it. John Gotti III, I don't know anything about him. I'm not trying to disrespect him. And yes, I'm being smart. I'm not trying to disrespect the grandson of a mobster. Fair enough. But what I'm trying to say is this. When you're great, when you're elite, not just anybody deserves to be in your pristine space. And what I mean by that is I'm not talking about on the street or anything like that. Boxing is your thing.
Back in October 2024, Mayweather announced a major step into real estate, claiming he had acquired over 60 multifamily buildings in Upper Manhattan, nearly 1,000 rental units for $40 million. The properties were reportedly linked to Black Spruce Management, a recognized player in New York's housing market. The move was framed as both a business expansion and an effort to contribute to affordable housing.
All right. Now, Floyd Mayweather Jr., there's a story circulating that Business Insider did talking about this $400 million property deal that he had been discussing here in New York City. But now, according to Business Insider, it's not what you think it is. They said there's no evidence there's been a sale of these properties, and it's 62 rental apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Here is what Floyd Mayweather had said at the time on a video that he posted on his Instagram.
I love bringing people into my lifestyle, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings. It's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners. And all the retail down low on my buildings all belong to me. Guess what? You can do the same.
All right. Well, now we're trying to figure out what happened, right, with Business Insider. So according to another update, he did ink a $402 million deal for a Black Spruce portfolio. When he said that it was all his and no one invested, he meant no one was funding his part of the investment but him. And so I think this is something where maybe he owns a piece of this or shares in it, but it hasn't changed hands because the majority owner is still the same owner that it was before. I'm trying to understand what happened with this, but I know there's a story that's circulating, so just putting it out there. Whew, it's a tough one. I'm trying to understand as a real estate person myself, what exactly he is communicating when he's saying that he owns this, because they're trying to make it seem like he doesn't, but what it seems like is that he owns shares.
However, official property filings didn't clearly show a full ownership transfer under Mayweather's name. Experts suggested the deal might involve only a partial stake or future purchase options. His company, Vita Properties, has yet to publicly clarify the exact structure of the transaction.
I hope the $402 million ain't left his bank account yet, then. I remember Floyd was on a talk show. I think 50 Cent posted that as well. And he said something like, you know, they say, if you know how much money you got, then you don't really got enough money. So they say, if you know how many buildings you got, then you ain't got enough buildings. Como? Who told you that? I hope your real estate broker or investor, whoever handles this real estate, I hope they ain't tell you.
Further raising concerns, Mayweather acknowledged support from Jonah writes, a figure previously convicted in a federal corruption case. This connection has intensified scrutiny around the legitimacy of his business dealings.
Was real estate, commercial real estate, skyscrapers actually. So what I did was this. It started off with $5 million. Put up $5 million, I was getting $50,000 a month. On every 18th, every month, it was paying off.
You like the cash flow?
Yes, for years. So I said, okay, if it's paying off like this then, and I gave him 7 figures, I said, I'm not going to even give him 8 figures. I wouldn't have gave him 9 figures. If it's something that I know is paying off, lucrative and heavy, I got to go with it. Roll the dice, take a chance.
Responding to the speculation, Mayweather denied that the $42 million deal caused any financial strain. He insisted he personally purchased 62 buildings in Manhattan using his own funds. Meanwhile, a legal setback saw a U.S. appellate court uphold a ruling requiring him to pay $2.4 million to Cine Media Concept Limited. The dispute stemmed from a 2017 agreement involving appearances in Africa, which he allegedly failed to fulfill or refund, leading to claims of contract breach, unjust enrichment, and fraud.
Boxing champion Floyd Mayweather is returning to the ring this weekend after his recent retirement. Mayweather will be up against Don Moore in an exhibition fight at the prestigious Burj Al Arab Hotel in Dubai. Since retiring with a perfect record of 50 wins and no loss, Mayweather has been putting up exhibition fights for his fans' entertainment. Both men are in Nigeria to promote their upcoming exhibition fight. This is Mayweather's first visit to Nigeria, where he hopes to set up several facilities, including boxing fitness gyms.
It's in Nigeria.
Action packed.
Live now. May 14th is the day. Pay-per-view action packed, and I'm talking about don't blink, don't get no popcorn, don't do none of that. I'm ready as if the fight was tomorrow. So I'm ready to go, you know. I'm definitely going to put on an amazing performance that no one has ever seen, both the ones that know me and don't know me. I'm dangerous Don Moore, and I've never been defeated for a reason.
Don Moore is such an amazing guy, an amazing fighter. Unbelievable. He's 18-0. He comes from a great team. His pedigree of boxing is amazing. And May 14th, we're going to go out there and entertain the people and give the people around the world what they want to see, especially the people in Nigeria.
Additional lawsuits point to unpaid debts. One case involves a $1.4 million claim from a Las Vegas jeweler over a diamond-encrusted necklace. Another lawsuit also naming Tiger Woods alleges $4 million in unpaid luxury watches and jewelry, with plaintiffs stating the items were publicly displayed despite incomplete payments.
Arnold Schwarzenegger, limited edition AP, all factory, $1.8 million right here. The $20 bills section, we like to call this the Andrew Jackson section, but I like to call it wallpaper, 200,000 in 20s. I heard in the song, you can get the biggest Chanel bag in the store if you want it. Well, it's the biggest Chanel bag in the world. I got this bag from Karl Lagerfeld. R.I.P. May he rest in peace. Money getting motherfucker like myself, always showing out, always talking shit. Like 1.8 million, you know how it is. Check it out. Let them know it's all hundreds. Money made all motherfucking.
Mayweather has also drawn criticism for promoting a crypto token alongside Sahil Arora, who has been linked to multiple controversial projects. Blockchain investigator Zach noted that Mayweather has been associated with several crypto ventures that later collapsed, raising concerns about potential rug pull schemes where developers vanish after collecting investor funds.
I don't lose at nothing. It's back.
Correction, Mr. just got unbanned from scamming is back. This time, he's selling NFTs.
Now, I'm going to tell you guys this is an obvious scam if you can just read the signs, but since Floyd can't read, I'm going to explain it to you all by telling you the history of Floyd Money Mayweather and crypto. Our story starts in 2018 when Floyd Mayweather was banned for 3 years from promoting securities after scamming his fans with an ICO called Cintratec. He was promoting tons of these ICO scams at the time, and he also narrowly avoided an ICO fraud lawsuit for the same thing under the defense that he wasn't actually influential enough to convince people to buy the scam. And now that it's 2022, his 3-year securities ban is over and he's back to scamming again. He's currently being sued once again for his promotion of Ethereum Max alongside Kim Kardashian, and also has gotten really into NFTs.
And if you in the NFT world and you betting on me, you will never lose. But what I need you to do right now, go get Myweather. That's my new NFT. I've been working on that for months. If I win, you win.
Now, it's pretty obvious from these comments that Floyd has learned nothing after not reading the SEC settlement. So maybe that's why he tells us we can't lose by betting on it. So let's put that to the test with his last 3 NFT projects.
I'm dropping my NFT tonight. FloydNFT.com, August 10th. Go get it.
He was previously involved in promoting Ethereum Max, which became the subject of a class action lawsuit. The case accused celebrities of misleading investors, many of whom reportedly suffered significant losses when the token's value dropped sharply.
Boxer Floyd Mayweather and other celebrities over their cryptocurrency endorsements. Investors in the Ethereum Max, which is not affiliated with the popular Ethereum token, filed a suit back in January. So this suit claims celebrities conspired with Ethereum Max to promote the token to boost its value so company executives could profit by selling the holdings. The judge said the lawsuit raised legitimate concerns. However, he dismissed the suit because it didn't say where, when, or even if the plaintiffs.
Smith argued that Mayweather's financial troubles stem from excessive spending and poor money management. He pointed to broader issues of financial literacy among high-earning athletes. Reports also suggest over $50 million in unpaid taxes from 2015 to 2022, with the Internal Revenue Service allegedly freezing account and initiating asset investigations.
Beyond the glitz and glamour, the flossing, the pomp and circumstances surrounding everything that culminated in Saturday night's Mayweather versus McGregor fight, there were a few sightings that were relatively low-key in comparison, but more significant than many may realize. At the weigh-in, there was a 2-time NBA champion, Draymond Green, and star guard Paul George. On fight night, of course, there was LeBron James, James Harden, Isaiah Thomas, and a few others. And none of them were there just to pay homage to Mayweather, the fighter. It's the businessman. And
despite these challenges, Mayweather's career earnings remain historic. His 2015 mega fight with Manny Pacquiao generated over $600 million, while his 2017 bout with Conor McGregor brought in another $300 million. Forbes once ranked him as the highest-paid athlete globally. As Smith put it, massive earnings mean little without disciplined financial habits.
Another reason Floyd Mayweather has agreed to fight Conor McGregor. ESPN reporting that Mayweather, get this, still has not paid his taxes for 2015. We don't know how much money Mayweather owes, but he's asking the IRS for a break until the fight, the end of August. Mayweather made about $220 million from his fight with Manny Pacquiao. That was back in 2015. He's expected to make about that much for the McGregor fight. Maybe he should have stayed retired and paid his taxes.
Yeah, paying taxes, usually that catches up with you if you don't do it.
Mayweather's image has long been built on extreme luxury, from constant private jet travel to collections of Bugatti and Rolls-Royce vehicles. His lifestyle symbolized success at the highest level, reinforcing his money persona.
Beyond the glitz and glamour, the flossing, the pomp and circumstances surrounding everything that culminated in Saturday night's Mayweather versus McGregor fight, there were a few sightings that were relatively low-key in comparison, but more significant than many may realize. At the weigh-in, there was a 2-time NBA champion, Draymond Green, and star guard Paul George. On fight night, of course, there was LeBron James, James Harden, Isaiah Thomas, and a few others. And none of them were there just to pay homage to Mayweather, the fighter. It's the businessman in Mayweather they actually love even more. As the sun clearly set on the boxing career of Mayweather, many can reflect on a lot of things about the man. He wasn't a Mike Tyson-like knockout artist, or even Tommy the Hitman Hearns. To many, he wasn't even Sugar Ray Leonard. He certainly can't be confused with Muhammad Ali or any other fighter who's ever been socially conscious. No doubt he was guilty of domestic violence, as our very own The Undefeated accurately pointed out. He definitely had his share of boring fights that didn't give the people what they actually wanted to see. But that ain't the legacy these athletes are paying attention.
During a heated segment on First Take, Smith claimed he had reviewed documents and spoken to sources, warning that Mayweather's situation is serious. He suggested tax authorities are actively pursuing him and that he may be liquidating assets while lacking the massive fight earnings of his prime. Even longtime critic Oscar De La Hoya weighed in, jokingly suggesting it may be time for Mayweather to step away from exhibition bouts.
Right, Logan Paul.
Name another boxer besides myself that's more famous than Logan Paul.
Tyson Fury.
What? I want you to look up Tyson Fury, how many followers, and look up how many followers Logan Paul has.
Logan Paul, 56 million. Tyson Fury, 4 million.
So 50 compared to 4 something. I can fight a fighter right now, guarantee myself 35 million. Or me and Logan Paul can go out and entertain and have fun and make 100 million or more. So if you were me, you gotta look at 35 million for 12 rounds and 100 for 6 rounds.
These ongoing legal and financial issues serve as a cautionary example about wealth management and accountability. While Mayweather's achievements in the ring are undeniable, his post-retirement challenges highlight how difficult it can be to sustain success outside of sports.
Mayweather fought another exhibition against Gotti last Saturday. A real the crowd booing in the arena at the end. But in the middle of the second round, Floyd literally had the referee swapped out. He didn't like that the referee told him to stop hitting behind the head. Floyd is used to having the refs do whatever he wants, and he wasn't getting his way this time. It was so embarrassing. Floyd, you're 50 years old. You're a legend in the sport. I've stood up for you in countless interviews, including Shannon Sharp's podcast last week. But you have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive. But come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're going to have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen, bro.
What's your take on Stephen A. Smith's intense criticism of Floyd Mayweather's alleged financial and legal troubles?